If you're planning to translate your videos to the wider world, subtitles are the surest way to do it in multiple languages besides voice dubbing. With subtitles, you make your content more understandable and engaging for all kinds of audiences. But if you don't have a subtitle file yet, like a RST file, the only way seems to transcribe by yourself the captions of your video, and that's not very convenient. Luckily, there are plenty of others, faster and easier ways to do video translation online. Let's get through two very different approaches. The first way is to make quality video translation by hands. And actually, that's what the subtitle experts are doing in their everyday work. They are creating and editing subtitle file, which then they translate from their original transcription. To follow their example, you need to retrieve or create a RST file like displayed here. So basically, to create a RST file, what you need is to open a blank file in any text editor like Notepad, Word, TextEdit on Mac, and then transcribe your video speech according to the structure which is shown here. As you can see, you will then be able to write the line speech according to the time frames of the SRT format, if it's the SRT format you're working with. When you have all of that, you can then start to translate your video according to some recommendation I'm gonna give to you. To begin with, always keep in mind the space limitation of your subtitles. Some languages say less in more words and vice versa. So you may reframe the expression of these languages in more screen-friendly and shorter expression, but this should be done carefully. You might avoid as well using literal translations. Good translation often requires using different expressions, phrases, or words to get the meaning right. You might consider cultural and national differences related to the same language. American, Canadian, Australian, South African English is not the same as English from England, and that plays a huge part in translation. It's often necessary to get the practical knowledge of the culture and social beliefs of the foreign country you're dealing with. Some languages rely heavily on some common social rules or knowledge to create meaning. There are words and cultural references that cannot be translated. It's okay to leave them in their original language. Considering humor and irony, you may need to show some creativity in their delivery. Finally, you might find some inspiration from the subtitles of successful movies and series to get smarter and more accurate when translating your subtitles. The second way to do video translation online is to use an automatic subtitle solution. There are actually plenty of subtitle solutions out there, but when it comes to video translations, things are not equal. For example, you can find a free solution on the net, but the translation processing won't be the most reliable on the market. As an alternative, at CheckSub we made a subtitle solution that brings together the best technologies. So basically what we provide you is an accurate speech-to-text transcription processing, an advanced machine translation application, also as user-friendly subtitle editor, which you can edit your subtitles easily, and most of all, what is interesting with our application is that you can collaborate with subtitle translators that can easily handle your big video projects. So what you need to do is to go on mychecksub.com, then go on upload your file, add the video of your choice that you want to translate, and then the video will be processed by our application. When the process is finished, you can then select the original language of your video, like here it's English, and then possibly the desired subtitle language you want to translate it to, here French for example. So you need credits to use our application, But if you don't use translation, you get 10 free video captioning. So about the choice of the translation method, you have the automatic translation way, which use machine translation technology, but you can also do it manually. And finally, you can use the professional translation, which is indeed more expensive, but provide you with a quality and reliable result. So when you're done with that, you just click on confirm. Just so you know, to get the French translation here, I have first to confirm the English transcription of the video. As you can see, the work is quite well done. I just have to do some small adjustment. And when I'm done with that, I can click on complete, and then the French translation will be processed. When the French translation is ready, you can then click on French and see the result. As you can see, it's quite well done, but you can still optimize it with the subtitle editor. Also, as a reminder, you should only optimize your subtitle translation if you're familiar with this language. That seems natural, but for some people, it may seem that using a machine translation technology is enough to translate properly a video, but it's not the case, so be aware of that. And when you're done with that, you can then export your translation in any format, also burn it into your video by clicking on video exportation. Voila! Now we'd like to try all the subtitles tools we've been presenting to you. We hope you learn how to make good subtitle translation for your foreign users. And otherwise, if you need any help or have any question, feel free to contact us.